What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about something that is seemingly the most bizarre and shameless attempt to recalibrate the minds of our youth right now. This is the most "what is up, my fellow kids" thing I have ever seen in quite some time. Have you ever said to yourself, man, I really wish someone would try to influence these kids to start buying some gasoline? My F-150 is not going to run in the future if we don't push these stonks up another level. Well, lucky for you, Shell is taking the best crack at it right now. So we all know what Shell is for the majority of the people, right? It's the gas station, usually near the trailer park. It has a lot of grease on the edges, that place. So what you're looking at on the screen is, yes, you are correct, a Fortnite skin with the Shell logo tattooed on his upper body. So Fortnite has always had crossover and parody type skins to promote other things, movies, most notably some of the Avengers ones, Marvel movies. They have DC skins. They have the T-1000 from Terminator, they even have a Tron skin, Ghost, but the list goes on. You see what I'm saying? They have a lot of crossover skins. This one is the first crossover into the oil industry. Fortnite is such a big game, and I never let it cease to amaze me how groundbreaking a lot of the stuff they do is, as far as the public goes. I think they're actually breaking some of the biggest new ground actually available. They just found a whole new freaking continent. Let me put this in perspective for you. Yeah, movies are notable and, bring people in, but bringing a gas oil company... Let's get pharmacy ads in next. You're going to be strolling in World of Warcraft, hop on your mount, get up in the sky, assuming people are playing, and see a banner just saying Tylenol cures all headaches, spangled across the sky. We are entering an era where there's going to be so much money injected into these video games. There's going to be no sponsorship too expensive and no expense spared to get to the youth of America here. You are literally advertising to the most moldable amount of people in the entire world with a banana skin. But that's not all. It really doesn't stop there. They didn't just put a banana skin and slap a Shell logo on it and call it a day for big oil awareness, right? They created a new type of gasoline, which I don't even know what that means, but it's called V-Power NiTRO Premium Gasoline. They just keep adding MTX bonus buzzwords into the gas so they can raise it a couple cents and say it's cleaner. And before the motorheads and people that are really into cars get in here and are like, well, Hobo, the oil is actually refined and oxygenated, and the ethanol does the plus to the X minus of squared, and it reduces the emissions put out by the cars. Don't do that. I think it's safe to assume that gasoline is something that we're trying to move away from as a society as a whole. I think it's a universal, well, not universal, we do have a lot of people arguing against it, climate change and all that, but for most people it's commonly accepted that climate change is a thing and it actually poses a threat to the future, and a lot of the younger generation are actually being brought up with that same ideology right now. So basically, yeah, they're trying to advertise their new clean fuel, right? Shell's ultimate road trips experience. It's basically being turned into a contest in Fortnite. And in the game of Fortnite, it adds a bunch of new content. It offers 6 islands, these island type places for the players to explore and get their jimmies off and refuel. Central in the map of these different maps have a Shell gas station. So that's kind of what you're looking at on your screen here. We got Daddy D driving a freaking Mack truck, pulling up into a Shell gas station, dropping his pumper, and obviously we got the emblazoned branding right on top of the freaking gas station. While I do appreciate a big oil company looking for solutions to make the gasoline cleaner, I just think it's so hilarious that we are now marketing to children because we're afraid of the future and everybody's gonna be driving one of those pussy Teslas. Can you believe it? And like with any fantastic creation for these types of games, obviously streamer promotion was heavily pushed. You had really big streamers or noted streamers like Punisher, Nate Hill, Chica, and Brooke Ab basically going in and promoting it through like YouTube, TikTok, streams, etc., right? And I know there's going to be at least one asshole in the comments that's going to be, Hobo, isn't it despicable that these people are promoting this collaboration? Shouldn't we cancel? Don't be that guy, dude. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, is pushing oil something super unethical? I don't know. Like, that is such a bizarre question. I mean, we do use oil, and they're trying to make a livelihood, you know, streaming this game or playing the game for a bunch of viewers. And if they're getting a, you know, $McMillion from Shell, big oil money, yeah, I mean, most people would be lying if they said they're not going to take a bite of that cookie. You know what I'm saying? And this is basically what I mean by breaking new ground into this big oil type industry. Is no expenses going to be spared. So Shell basically got sponsored ads and sponsored posts on IGN, what you're looking at right now. And it's like a 3-part series talking about the mini quests and the maps and stuff like that. And the comments are pretty much just so negative. Really, IGN? Shell? Thank God. Just what Fortnite needed. Gasoline, dude. I mean, after all this, I think it's very apparent what Shell is trying to do, right? They are trying to connect with a younger audience that has been brought up on climate change, you know, climate change fake news, and trying to convince them that, hey, you can make cleaner oil and cleaner gasoline. See, driving a car isn't that bad. See how fun it is? Look at all the prizes. Want some V-Bucks? And this is not like the first time Shell has tried to reach a younger audience, right? Because like there's some stuff in 2021 basically where there was a campaign with Instagram influencers to get people engaged with promoting big oil, right? I really just want to reiterate how absolutely hilariously awful some of this is, just because I cannot wait for a future where we have fentanyl ads tattooed on the side of our Valorant guns. You're going to open a CSGO box and a cigarette is going to come out and it's going to be like, look at your cigarette scope, Marlboro, you know? It's going to be so juicy. Obviously, this is not end of the world type news. Well, I mean, if you want to count climate, actually, you know what, this is literally end of the world type news because of climate change, so, you know, call it is what it is, right? But I'm not trying to make like a massive deal. I just wanted to bring light to how kind of hilarious this whole thing is. Let me know what you guys think of the comments. Is it a bit silly? Sure, but you know, don't hate the player, hate the game, I suppose. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Have a good one, y'all.